Alright guys, we're going with it. This will be kinda crazy, but I hope it will work. And we can go 1 mana, Witness the Future. Oh man, look at this draw. 1, 2, 3. And honestly, 4. I just want counter spells. And we are doing a card. And here it is. See, when you get this going, man, this is unbreakable. Listen, I'm going with it. 1 life is plenty. Right. Right, there's no stress here. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today finally, after such a long time, you will see Jin-Gitaxias Dimir with Case of Ransacked Lab, also with Infinite Loop of Witness the Future. It's a control deck, but it can go absolutely forever, and if you get the discount, things like Witness the Future still draw cards with Jin-Gitaxias, so you can pay 1 mana and already draw an extra card. Games today were absolutely insane. Like, 2 first games will probably keep you on the edge of your seat. So I really hope you will enjoy them, and if you enjoyed Jin-Gitaxias back on the channel, especially in the Dimir case, don't forget to subscribe, helps the channel, and you can say thank you in a very easy way. So have fun guys, and enjoy. Alright, opponent goes first, let's sit. We'll play some lands, we don't have removal. We seem to be against a discard control deck, I think. I will go with 1 swamp, especially that we have case, so we can kinda, you know, buffer it. You know what, I like it. I don't want to have more lands. They might have creatures. I'll take it. I'm not sure if that will be a good decision because it seems to be a control deck, but they might have something. So I'm not sure if that's a bargain deck, or you know, or they actually use some legendary creatures. Invasion of Amonkhet. Well, this is definitely something to negate. Like, this gives them really good card advantage, and it's also, you know, something for later. I really don't want to counter anything, and on the next turn we can use 3 steps ahead with the Cardo. So I will give him this turn, especially against Mirex. We probably need to be a little bit more aggressive, you know? And we'll see. Mirex is a huge problem for us. This might actually win him the game. Especially if he never casts anything, which seems to be the case. I guess we have a Reef, but he has a removal. Alright, so this will be a big problem. He will force us to start playing stuff, so basically we need to top deck something. And I cannot just go for the Throat on this, so we take Poison, then we cast Deadly Cover Up, but then we are vulnerable, so, you know, it won't be great. Okay, this is a very good draw. Unfortunately, we cannot counter spell then. But at least we can resolve this, I believe. I guess we can go for a counter spell, but we don't draw cards. So maybe it's not the worst. Let's go like this. This is 1 mana only, so not the worst. And we're kinda punishing him every time he taps. We probably will have to Deadly Cover Up, which is not perfect. The poison will be a big problem, as we mentioned. I think I actually need to go higher, man. I think we need to go higher. So I will go for Robbery for 5 and go from there. Now he has a counter spell potentially, but I need to risk it. Right, so 5, right? Yep. We could try to go for, you know, flipping, but I don't think now it's the time. Alright, we have the cards. Demolition Field and Akrazot. Okay, I can see it. I can see it. It won't be easy. Tapland is very useful on this turn, because I don't want them to have too much mana. And this is probably as high as we can get. Alright, so do we go with Demolition Field right now? Man, this will be hard. If they counterspell, we might be in some serious trouble. I think we played differently. I actually think we go differently. So on this turn, we could flip, I know, but I don't think it's worth it. And we probably get something from there. Oh, I don't want to. Okay, Memory Deluge is important. So let's actually keep it. We have 3 mana, that's not nothing. And we can kill one of the creatures that he will make on this turn. And we also have a counter spell. So I mean, we have ways, but man, we need more tempo. We need more tempo. This will be harsh a little bit. So we have to play Long Goodbye into potentially counter spell. There's no point in going for the life gain. We have quite a lot of cards, we have lands, and we don't need to tap. And you know, it's not like they're winning with this, with the damage. It's all about this poison. We don't need to wait until they, you know, like we can go for the untap phase because it cannot be countered. Yep, correct. The problem will be with next token, but hopefully we can work it out. We still have some time. Okay, we have a lot of mana, we just need to survive. We really need to survive somehow. Yeah, we will go Memory Deluge, so if they go for Mirex, and they will, then we'll answer. Yep, here we go. Controller. Just making sure that, you know, we get there. Alright, this will be the last token. This will be a pain, but I think we can solve it. We cannot target it with Go for the Fraud because it's an artifact. So man, this will be a wild one. Absolutely. Let's go for Island. I know we could use Reef, but it's probably not really great. Akrazot will probably die, and I believe that it will go to him, right? Yep, this will be painful. The 7th poison, but we kinda broke the chain, so I think that should be good enough. Now they probably need to start playing something new. Okay, so I can kill it, they don't get the draw. I can get rid of the swamp. That's fine. I like it. I think it's okay. Now we answer with this. I'm not really into flipping this. I don't think it's worth it. I think the mana discount is good enough. If you discard while this is in the battlefield, they get extra value, of course. And I guess we still have a counter spell. I didn't see any counter spells from them, but they are definitely possible. Alright, this is nice. We just need to stop this last token, basically. Alright, we're getting there. Okay, okay. This will be harsh, man. I don't have removal right now. If we go with... we probably start going Reefs and force some kind of removal, but his whole hand is probably removal, I would guess. Yep. Man, it's so painful. So if I go for this 3-4, so I have 4 mana only. I cannot play Memory Deluge. You know what? Go for it. I think we play like this. He knows we have Memory Deluge, so it's not like he can do nothing. And then our counter spells start to be better. This doesn't do anything really. I think we don't play anything and go for Intimidation Campaign here. Like, our draw from the Memory Deluge should be good. I would love to go for the Robbery, but this counter spell is something that is on my mind. He has some decent cards, man. 4, 5. We could go for 5 and force a counter spell, potentially. But I think it's just better to go this. Kinda does the same thing. Okay, this is the card we want. And we want more counter spells, because right now he has nothing. And you know what? This is so important, I actually will untap for this. Oh, this is... oh my god, this is insane. Deadly Cover-Up? I should... did I play land? I should play the land for this turn. That's super important. Alright. Guys, I think we're doing it. With this draw, like this change, and we have witnessed the future, so we need to be careful. I don't think we need this, so I just need one more. And... let's go 1 Deadly Cover-Up, so I guess we don't need this. Alright, that's kinda okay. So we kill everything and we exile Mirexes from his deck, so he cannot play... Like, we can counter Jace and then another win con. Alright, here it comes. This is a really important moment, like we need to get it through. 2 mana for a counter spell. And that's very expensive, right? Is that enough? Yep. And with Mirex gone, I think the poison doesn't matter anymore. Here we go. Kotose. Well, and I told you, full hand of removal. Alright, so Akrazot, Gisa, like he actually has quite a lot of win cons. Tiny Bones and Reef. We need to be ready and a lot of Virtue of Persistence. Like this won't be easy, but with Robbery, knowing he has no counter spells, that's interesting. So I could cast more. I don't think I need it though. Like I can draw cards with 3 steps ahead. I just need to make sure that I outvalue this guy. And I have Robbery. Do you think this card is extremely good and will win him the game? Oh man. If I go for the 5 mana play, this card can win him the game, but I'm going for it. Like, he shouldn't top deck anything crazy, right? And this is a really good value. I will get more lands. Even though the draw absolutely sucked, at least we don't draw lands for we don't draw lands for 3 turns, at least, you know? Alright. How many so we played this? No. Alright, I'm thinking about Robber right now. 4, 5, 6, 7. I can go for 7. That's not bad, but we probably will get better. Like, we only get better from this. And we also have the double reef, so at some point we can start milling him, especially if he taps out for go for the throat. Alright, 1 big card. Don't forget we have Witness the Future, so the closer we are to the, end of the deck, the more scary we are. And here it comes. Yeah, I think he's out. I think with this extra draw, like, Jin-Gitaxias is insane. And we'll play Memory Deluge and get even more cards. Witness the Future. And I will go for this, because I can get rid of Virtue. Alright, this is cool. This is cool. They will be able to kill Jin-Gitaxias, but our Cardo should be absolutely insane. Alright guys, we're going with it. this will be kinda crazy, but I hope it will work. I didn't play land, that's huge. And we can go 1 mana, Witness the Future. Oh man, look at this draw. 1, 2, 3. And honestly, 4. I just want counter spells. And we are doing a card. And here it is. See, when you get this going, man, this is unbreakable. I still can only counter spell 1. Yep, it is nice. I'm so happy, man. And he has only 1 card that matters. I don't think he can win against this. He should probably scoop. I really appreciate you, Jin-Gitaxias, but I could protect him, but I cannot risk the game, and if I had 1 point mana more, I would counter it. I need to make sure that this card cannot win the game, because like, my cards are way better. Here's the Reef from our opponent, and I mean, now we actually don't need to do anything, because we have infinite counter spells and we cannot mill ourselves. So whatever he will draw, our draw is better. And what are the cards? Air type probably? Sure. And we still have this long goodbye, but man, the poison face was so scary. It's so funny that you can exile land with Deadly Cover-Up. So they are trying to hedge against our counter spell, which is pretty decent. Alright, probably the target for long goodbye. I love lands, but we probably discard 1 here. We can always get 1 from Memory Deluge. And I don't really want to overdraw with cases, so I actually want to avoid multi-spelling too hard. Alright. And this is an artifact. There are so many artifacts. We could go Akrazos right now, I guess. But I'm kinda scared that he will take it. Memory Deluge. Those cards mean that you keep getting counter spells over and over. So we kill this one. He can airtie, but he probably doesn't want it. And we're getting more and more value. So we have 3 counter spells right now. Okay, even more. Man, this is insane. Can we start milling him already? Okay, I think we just go with Akrazov because I don't think he can kill it. He will try to counter it, we counter it, and we can start, you know, just killing him with this. We could also just lock the game fully and start drawing cards, so we witness the future into witness the future, and we keep drawing like 2 or 3 counter spells a turn. Yep, we counter this one. We don't need more card though. Even though it's nearly free, it's just not worth it right now. And yeah, this will slowly get him out of the game. He actually drew it from the top. That's crazy, man. Negate is probably the last counter spell I should lose, but I still like it. Let's go Memory Deluge. We know his hand, so oh man. With this he's out even faster. Alright, a land. And this is so fun for me. And he needs to get into 0 cards soon. I wonder why he is in the game. And you know what? This will be interesting. We're going with this. So we have 15 mana, right? Okay, 15 mana. We need only 2 here. So we are going 13. Yep, I think he knows. I think I counted it right. Oh, let's give him good game. So we would mill 13 cards. I think he expected that there is a chance he wins on mill if he kills Akrazot and gets it back, but that's not the case, man. That was the full power of the deck, by the way. Alright, opponent goes first and we have literally 0 removal, and our opponent is fast and furious. I think we have to mulligan this, right? And I guess this is a little bit better. Less value, but at least playable, you know? The problem is that you go for this kind of mulligan and suddenly you are playing against Azor's Control and you are like, yeah, that was pretty much it. So I hope it's not anything with blue. As long as it's Esper, we can absolutely fight it very nicely. But if that will be Esper, we might be in some trouble. At least until we get Memory Deluge. Alright, I mean we are going with it. Let's go for Island. We actually don't mind chilling. I would love him to play, you know, a Planeswalker. Thank you. Do I care about... They will go for the double play, but we have Path of Peril, so I think this is a good value for us. I want to make sure that I have a counter spell. Because 5 mana is scary. Like if they go Ashok or something and I don't counter it and I kill Emperor, like this will be a problem. Yep, so they went with the play we expected. I think we might let them hit twice, actually. Wedding announcement. Well, this could be a problem. But not for a very long time. Right. I really want to get cards from this, so I don't want to counter on 4 mana. This is not what we want to do. They will draw 1 card unless we Path of Peril on this turn, and we will. Then we long goodbye the 2nd token, and then they only have the 3rd one. I think that's okay. Yeah, let's keep it at bay. Oh, this will be 1 turn. Oh my god, the treasure token! Man, this is insane. This saved my whole play, because I lacked exactly 1 mana to keep the counter spell up. So if they play something super powerful, I'm countering it. If that's something that I just don't like, I will try to live with it, you know? Like, this is important that we get this extra value. Alright, man, having this treasure is huge. I actually really like this card. I think it's great, especially as a one-off. Like, you always find a moment to play this. At least from my experience. Alright, we don't need to kill the token yet, because... well, actually, they will never be able to draw a card with this, because of summoning sickness. Well, listen. Listen. Yep. I really need to counter this one. Aglazot is such a pain. Alright. I will consider actually exiling it. This will be a good turn to sweep. Something that I kinda am, you know, a little bit scared is that I play Deadly Cover-Up and then I see my opponent's hand and it might be really bad. Like for me. Is that good enough? You know what, let's check what will hit. I only want this, I think. Memory Deluge. You know what, Robbery is okay. I can steal 3 cards. Oh man, do we really go for this turn? I think I take 4 damage. I'm not sure. I just don't want to tap out because it feels that maybe this is the one thing holding me in this game. Are you serious? Okay. Alright, we are going with this Robbery then. This is such a good draw. I think he just got it, because you always play Duress against Control when you have it. Alright, you know what? Those are hits. Those are actually really good hits, especially the Realm Breaker. With this, I think we can force some refalls. 4 damage is strong. They kinda got 2 cards in one with this, but I'm going with the Realm Breaker. They might have White March, so you know, it's not absolutely set in stone that we are getting the value here. I don't see much burn. Emperor will be a little bit, so we need to be careful. Don't Emperor me, please. Like, I need it on the next turn. Alright, so do we go with it? I think it's important. I really think it is. Oh my god, that's a good round. Alright. This could be my win con, man. But this is so slow. Like, if I counter it, I kill everything on board, play Wedding Announcement. That could be enough. But with Robbers I should still win anyway. And I already got pretty nice card advantage from this. Like, that was 2 for 1. They deal 4 damage and we still have a counter. I think this is a little bit better. They don't have so much mana, especially after the Realm Breaker play. So I hope, man. I really wish they didn't have the smart. That would make... Like, if I could get the value from, like, for 2 or 3 turns, that would be absolutely huge. Especially when you hit Memory Deluge back then, and you can start, you know, counter-spelling into Witness the Future, and you have mana for everything. I can start live gaming with the full... See? I told you, this was exactly what I'm playing around. That probably means he also has Kaya. I'm not sure, but this would make perfect sense. Alright, this is good. So, Wedding Announcement, and we can start trading. I think I cannot tap for the rest of the game when they have 7 mana or higher. And now on this turn they can have 7 mana, 7 mana and play, you know what. Okay. Okay, just because I have long goodbye. And don't forget they are also using the card. Probably not not something they care, but it still could be used, you know. They probably shouldn't use the ability. Now, if they have a removal, that's fine, but it's only cost me 1 land. And they're back to 1 card, basically. So, let's go for a long goodbye here. While we have the mana. We want to be mana efficient still. And then we... Man, can we take this damage? Man, I'm going really low. This is a really bad draw. I think I keep it for cycling. Don't forget we have 8 mana, so I think that's enough, right? 5 plus 3, yeah. So I can get the token, which is kinda big deal. You can see how much advantage he gets just by having this flipped first. Do I really go to 1, man? On the next turn I can really get good trades. They have Restless Fortress, but so do we. Listen, I'm going with it. 1 life is plenty. Right. Right, there's no stress here. Very good draw. Amazing draw. So now on this turn they actually cannot attack anymore. I mean they can of course, but it won't work. And then I'm not attacking. Alright, here it is. Let's go. We target this one. We'll get a lot of creatures. We'll get some good value. We counter this and we get rid of this. Alright, it's kind of okay. I would really love him to not have Kaya because, you know, she might be pretty good here. You know, the Drain 3 life seems like a good mode. They don't have the mana though, and I think they don't have land in the hand. So we should be safe here. And the rest of the Planeswalkers don't deal instant damage. Yeah, that's okay. That is okay. And this will actually be very interesting play. I think they should go for the robbery. But they have... Yeah, there's one robber in the graveyard. What did they go for? Counter spells. Yeah, alright, this is a fair choice. No way, man. His last card. Are you serious? Alright, and I drew a land. Well, that's not great. Emperors are absolutely devastating. If I want to deadly cover up, I need to do it first. Each Planeswalker is super bad. Akrazot is super bad. So I think I actually don't do anything and I wait for better top decks. Don't forget we have pretty decent damage here. Not only we life gain, but we actually deal 4. I will keep it. I don't think it makes such a oh man, are you serious? Man, his draws are really good. Negate is kinda useless, but it will be absolutely great later. I'm so sad about this duress. That was our winning play, playing this robbery. I think we still have 1 in the deck, right? So it's not all over. The problem is I cannot life gain enough. Because it life gains 2, but it deals 4. And I will die on the next turn unless I draw this. Okay, that was insane top deck. So right now, we go like this. And this is the weirdest game ever, but I'm kinda loving it. So we need to go for the throat he's played. Because of Negate, we know it goes through. Because they know... Okay, this is officially the weirdest game ever, man. Alright. That kinda means I'm dead. I need to have another top deck. Are you another top deck? This is that the... Okay, I think we go like this. I need... Oh my god, this is so bad. Oh, I absolutely hate this. Alright. I need to defend on this turn, otherwise I'm dead. So with this, I force him to attack. I will be at 5. After attack, I will be at 1 again. And then I need to survive somehow. This is insane. He drew 2 of the fortresses in a row, and that's one of the cards that I really cannot defend against. Non-land, right? Artifact. Man, this can bounce it. Alright. This is of absolutely the weirdest game ever. But you know what? We are kinda... Man, I also did a lot of damage to this guy. Wait a moment. Do I win? We have Negate, so even if he has removal, he cannot kill it. Alright guys, I don't know what happened there, but I'm actually really happy about this game. I hope you had fun. Alright, going first, it seems that we'll have correct mana, and we might not get mana screwed, so I'm really excited for playing a game. Alright, Hopeless Nightmare. I honestly think we go with Deadly Cover-Up right now, just because we can go, you know, full removal. You know what, we will take 2 mana. It could be Orzhov with Pixies, so we, you know, we'll see. Hopeless Nightmare. At this point I think we can start going with removal. You know what, we might draw a land still. Yeah. On this turn we absolutely don't, so we don't need more lands. What about this one? Honestly, I think we just need card advantage, because we have answer for next replace, so we just need to refill. Here it is, that's the Pixie, and at least we will have a lot of targets for this card. We don't need Swamp here, we can absolutely discard it. Here's the Flanker, sure. I wonder. Really? They seem to be really scared of something. I don't think they have instant blink effect, so we'll go with it. I thought they will go for the Scry. Well, this is not perfect, but at least. And they don't run Planeswalkers, right? So we can kill both and save some life. I mean, that's kinda okay, I think. So we definitely kill this guy. And we will have to discard a Swamp. And when he attacks, we'll kill the other one. And we still have 1 removal. So the discard is super heavy. That's a good card, but we lack this 1 land now. But we need to discard something. I have to have a removal here. Alright. This is interesting. We could get card advantage, but I much rather wait, and if I get a random land, I'm already getting extra cards there, on top of a counter spell. This is something we need to care about, but this can absolutely deal with it. Alright. We need to survive this one. This is the most important turn of the whole game. Man, I'm so tempted to literally just let it through. But man, it's such a good deal with this one. I will give him the life gain for sure, because I want him to have 1 mana. Man, this is such a good deal. I also get the 5th mana, even if I mess on the land, so I think it's worth it. Alright, and with this, I think we can keep countering. Like, our card advantage in those cards is insane. Man, this is like, what, 7 new cards or something. If they do nothing, which seems to be the case, we punish them by Memory Deluge. If they do something, we punish them in a different way. Man, those are insanely nice cards. I will go with Jin-Gitaxias. It will be hard to use it, but we can absolutely do it. This is our 5th mana, but we have the treasure, so for this turn we don't need it. Listen, like I'm going with it. Absolutely going with it. First we need to counter spell, and then Jin-Gitaxias will be our out basically. It's great if you can have at least 8 mana in total, because then you can start drawing cards even if they have a removal. And they also need to pay the word, so it's very inefficient. Even if they go on the end step, it's like 4 mana, then you 3 steps ahead, they cannot go go for the throat, and then they main phase tap for this. So even if this dies, you already got some value. Sure. I will go like this. Braids is okay. Like, we could live with her, but he will start sacrificing lands. Alright, we need 1 land. Let's see if that's shorted or something. Oh, I'll give him good game. That was a nice one. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed those games, especially, you know, the one life one was so crazy. When I was rewatching the game while editing, I thought, man, what are the chances that they had fortress into fortress? And I believe our fortress was actually stolen as well, to be absolutely honest. One of the things that I think we should change after playing the game is something I usually don't do, but I probably should. Alright? That seems better. After, you know, I had to steal the demolition field from my opponent's side, I went with this one. Because we are going infinite and we actually have quite a lot of win cons. I didn't really go with the Mirex, you can absolutely do it, but we went with Reef for the better mana base. And, you know, with triple robbery, Jin-Gitaxias, also having extreme, you know, tempo advantage, and on top of this also witness the future for infinite value. I just went with, you know, it should be enough to win the game, but of course you can just go even harder on the control decks with Mirexes and this kind of stuff. To be honest, Intimidation Campaign didn't feel super great. Like, it was addition. I just realized that, you know, we have so much targeting spells that it should go well, but it didn't super contribute. Honestly, Case of the Ransacked Lab seemed way better. The fact that you can just hardcast it and go directly into Deadly Cover-Up, your opponent usually doesn't expect it. Even if they kinda know the card, nobody really thinks that it amplifies the sweeper by one turn. So very often they go white and suddenly they have nothing. And with this card you can go absolutely crazy. Every of those 2-drops is basically 1 mana. 3 steps ahead is actually way better. Having 4 mana counterspell that draws you 2 cards is insane. Also with the robbers, it also means every single time you get an extra card, and you know, like, you can keep it going. For this specific deck, tested that if you get a discount, you still get a card from Jin-Gitaxias. And even though the card can be a little bit clunky, it's probably not the, you know, crazy most competitive choice ever. I think there's a good value here, especially, like, you never play it into open mana. You always play it when your opponent is like, you know, 3 mana or something like this at the end step, because you know they cannot go for the throated. And if you have some spare mana to protect it with negates 3 steps ahead, you can get so much value from this card. You really never go for this effect of exile Jin-Gitaxias. It's not about it. It's about drawing extra cards. And, you know, basically all of our cards do draw this. So honestly, I like this version of Dimir. I tried different deck. I had to scrap it because it got absolutely smorked by Mono Red, and this one performed better. So I'm happy with it, and I hope you will be too. So guys, thank you for watching as always. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow. With